Hey everyone, how is everyone? I decided I would go live just to say hey. I'm sitting here on my porch, painting. I got all my adulting done today. I did all my errands this morning. Hey, just for you, Charlie says, misdemeanor. Yes, I am painting. I don't know if you were in yesterday, just for you, but I do paint by numbers. And this is actually, let me see if I can get it for you guys. It's actually, let me stand it up correctly. It's gonna be, it's gonna be this when I'm done. So let me show you guys. See, I don't want to flip it around because I don't know how. So if I'm getting you guys dizzy, I'm sorry. So I'm just sitting here. Hey, Willow. Hey, Serendipity. Hi, guys. I actually checked before I went live today, and I noticed nobody was on. And like I said, I ran around today and got all my errands done, all my adulting and all that. And it is hot here. And I'm in the car that has no AC, so I was dying, but I got it all done. And then I came home and I picked up my house and turned on the AC. And I was gonna take a nap, but I'm not really tired. So I was like, I'll go on the porch and I'll paint. And I was painting and I was watching MFW for a little bit. I guess somebody called the cops on MFW. Check this out. So she's with Doug, which everybody knows Dougie Fresh is a cop, right? And she's hanging out with him today. And they went out to dinner or out to lunch, I guess. I didn't watch all of it. Hold on, I just dropped something. So they went out to lunch. And while she was out to lunch, she ended up painting my entryway, but I love painting. I don't know. It just kind of puts me in a zen place. I can kind of get out of my own head and stop thinking and stressing and all that. So I like painting because it really gets me out of my own head. Don't mind my hair. I'm hot, so it's up. But anyway, so her and Dougie Fresh, I guess, went out to lunch. And while she was at lunch, she had one drink, right? She had a cocktail, but she got the cocktail before the food came. So she drank the cocktail, she ate. Dougie said they were there for probably an hour. Then they went shopping, right? And then she comes home from doing all that and she starts mowing her grass. And the next thing you know, the cops pull up. They got a phone call that she was highly intoxicated and mowing a lawn. Basically, driving a lawn, riding lawnmower. Mind you, her lawnmower is a push mower, not a driving lawnmower. And they said that she was highly intoxicated, so they called the cops. How ridiculous is that? Like, people really need to get lives. I swear. Like, she's with a cop for one. So, do you honestly think Dougie would let her drive if he felt like she was intoxicated while he was in the car? Obviously not, and they did it just because they don't like her. And I'm just so tired of hearing all these people getting the cops called down on them for no reason, just because somebody doesn't like somebody. If you don't like her, like the famous saying is, if you don't like her, don't watch, right? Hey, Mojo. The cops came to her house last week. Somebody called again. Geez, yes, just for you. They called and said that she was drunk driving a lawnmower. Oh, I just turned that on and I don't know how. I'm on my phone, so it's really hard to see chat. It's not like on my computer. So what have you guys all been up to? I heard there was a shit show last night. I heard there was a big shit show last night. I refused to watch it because I didn't agree just by the title. I didn't agree. So there was no way I was given views. No way. But I don't watch her anyways. I really don't. I don't know who keeps texting me, but my phone is off. So if you're texting me, I can't answer. My phone is off until maybe tomorrow. Maybe. But yeah, like I didn't agree. I just didn't agree with the live. I got some screenshots and some recordings sent to me, and her theory made absolutely no sense to me. I don't know about anybody else, but it made no sense to me. Hey, Carla. I don't know if you're here, but I see people hearting you, so you must be. I can't see. Have you watched it and slept? I've watched it and slept in today. Sarah, girl, we're going to have to talk later. I'm telling you. I just did not get her theory because she kept expressing her theory that she felt like basically what she was trying to say is don't get mad at me if I react to something when people react to the things I do. And that's okay, but then I react to something, it's totally different. Okay, so in my thought, in the way I was looking at it is the things people talk about with you that they don't agree with, it's because you put it out there. Okay, you put it out there. So when you put stuff out there like that, you're bound and determined to have people that don't agree, have opinions about it, don't think it's right, whatever, right? You, on the other hand, went after Randy over her mother's suicide when it wasn't like Randy was throwing tomatoes at you. You said, the reason I did it is because Randy dragged me for a week. Randy was dragging you over YouTube stuff for a week. Yep, that's called throwing tomatoes. We all do it. So because you didn't like the dragging she gave for a week, you decided to comment disgustingly on her mother's suicide. How is that go towards what you say? I mean, like everybody was talking about how that night, one of those nights a long time ago, I guess it got brought up in chat because one of the clips that I got, she was talking about it, how she called her daughter the S word, okay? And how everybody was in an uproar about it. Of course, people are going to be in an uproar about it. Even if you joke with your daughter like that, that's your prerogative, whatever, you know? But of course, people are going to pick on that. Randy wasn't talking about her mother. You pulled that because you knew it was going to hurt her. So how is that different? I don't get how you see that. I know what I'm trying to say, but it's just not coming out right. Basically, her theory was half-assed backwards, in my opinion. It made no sense to me. I think she's using apples to oranges. That's just my opinion. From the little bit of clips that I did get. I really respect K Smiles. She's good, a good friend to have. K Smiles is I'm getting to know K Smalls more and more. Um, I've actually been on Carla's panel with her and everything. Um, and she seems like a really nice person. Actually said, I'm going to make Randy cry. Exactly. She knew what she was doing. And then she's like, don't get mad at me if that's how I clap back. Okay. Then don't get mad when you clap back like that and everybody has a fit about it. But they're talking about selective outrage. Do I see selective outrage sometimes? I do. I mean, we all do. We all see that selective outrage bullshit that goes on sometimes. But in all reality, it's not selective outrage because Laura can never do anything without going below the belt or belower than the belt. Like, she attacked a woman that never got to know her mom in a place that knew it was going to upset her. It was disgusting, and then you're upset because everybody got mad at you for doing it. But you knew it was wrong because you apologized for it. But now you're saying it's selective outrage. I don't think it's selective outrage. I think that everybody had the right to be upset with your comment because it was disgusting. Right off to eat. Jenna, chat soon. Sarah will. Bye, Mojo. Enjoy whatever you're eating. Have a good rest of your. I know it's nighttime for you. Have a good evening. So I don't know. Like, I just feel like, but at the same time, this is the other thing that gets me. I don't watch. I get hate watching. I really do. I used to do it all the time. I've decided that I'm not going to hate watch anymore, because it just doesn't do good for my mood or anything. And I just get frustrated and I'll end up, going live all the time to have a comeback or whatever. So I've chose not to hate watch. But at the same time, this hate watching is giving her exactly what she wants. From what I heard, she had over 400 people in her live last night. And I don't think she deserved that many people in there. And I know majority of them are in there because they don't like her or don't approve and want to watch this shit show and want to see her, you know, look stupid. I get all that. But I just think that you guys shouldn't. I don't know. I don't get the hate watching. I do, but I don't. Because really we don't like what she's doing, but at the same time we're giving her. Sorry, my mailman's here. Hold on 1 second. Because the hate watching also gives her views, but then because everybody gets so frustrated and upset, we do lives like this. So she gets that too. I really think that as hard as it is, because you definitely want to watch the shit show, I think it would be better to ghost her. I think it would be better for her not to get the views. You love this dress? Thank you, Miss Demeanor. Actually, my niece gave me this dress. Well, my mom brought it back from. Really? it is like way too hot here. So I wanted something that was like and flowy and light because I didn't want to wear anything cotton. I didn't want to wear shorts. It's too hot. And like it's that hotness where everything sticks to you. You are out a better dress from my casting crew. You out a better dress from my casting crew. I can pick you out a better dress from casting crew. I've never even heard of it. Was flipped when they were definitely claiming they were bullies. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like if you really want to get it where it's gonna bother her and where maybe she might take a step back and actually think before she speaks, which I doubt that will ever happen, but is hitting her where it counts, because we all know she's all about numbers. She's all about all of that. And I mean, I saw another clip where she was talking about Randy's super chats. Why? What does it matter what Randy gets for super chats? Like, seriously. I thought you didn't care what other people did, but obviously you do, because you had 400 and something people in your chat, and from what I heard, you didn't get any super chats. So is that really what the issue is? I don't know. But what do I know? I'm just dumb. I'm a bottom feeder, I am useless. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, blah, blah, blah. And it's so funny because back in the day when I was supporting her, oh my God, I was the cat's meow to Laura, and I find that so funny now because I was smart enough to run her Discord. I was smart enough to be in all her secret chats. I was smart enough for all this. I was cool enough. I was nice enough, all that. And now that I'm out, now I'm stupid. Now I'm a bitch. Now I'm a C word. I'm useless. I have no material. I'm just a bottom feeder, small channel. Well, of course I'm a small channel. I just started, and I'm not about numbers and stuff. I don't really care. She also talked about Diane and Wendy's numbers last night too. Randy, she's so jealous. Hi, Lurker. I'm telling you, she checks on a daily. It's like part of her daily routine is to check to see what numbers and what place she's in and what she has to do to be better or whatever. So she was loving it last night. Damn well she was loving it last night to have that many people in her live. Even if they weren't talking, they were lurking. Hey, Save Robbie. I just think for everybody, families should be off limits. Just like I knew when she decided to put her CPS call out there, the reason I fought, argued with her and asked her not to do it is because I knew that people were going to say stuff about it and people were going to have opinions about it and all that. And that's the point that I was always trying to make to her. Like, try to keep your family life kind of private. I mean, if you want to put it all out there, then put it all out there. But if you're going to put it out there, you need to know people are going to judge it. So you can't sit here in one sentence, sit here and say, I'm going to put my family out here. It's my family. But then in the next sentence, be all pissed off that people have opinions on it. If you don't want people to have opinions and you don't want people to say horrible things about things, then don't put it out there. And that was my point with the CPS call. I thought, you know what? I agree that hold on. That's cool though. Thank you for finding that. My daughter is cleaning out a closet and she just found a wedding, me and my husband's wedding picture, one of our wedding pictures. It's pretty cool. Little Kelly, hey sunshine, Galloway. I'm sorry if I'm missing chat, guys, because I'm painting, ranting, and I'm on my phone, and the chats are much smaller on my phone. But I just feel like, what was I saying? I was saying, like, I felt like, yes, you should have definitely let the community know that CPS came to your door, because I think it was bullshit that they came to her door, all of that. I agree with that. But what I was trying to suggest was put it out there, but don't put it all out there. They don't need to know the accusations. They don't need to know how your kids felt about it, Basically, just kind of do like a Mommy Ramblins thing. When Mommy Ramblins got swatted, Mommy Ramblins took a picture of the SWAT team in her kitchen, and that was it. That's all that needed to be said and done. She kept the rest of it private, and that's what I was trying to. I am a lefty. I do everything left. I can't do anything right. Nothing. I can't write. I can't throw a ball. Nothing. I am so lefty. Yes. See, that's why me and you connect there, serendipity. That is why. Oh, what was it the other day that you said? I was your spirit animal? That's why. Hold on. My dog needs to go in. I don't know. I just feel like throw tomatoes, throw what you want, but I just think people's personal lives should be left alone and left personal. I just do. And I feel that way for Laura too. And I understand that she likes putting her life out there. That's what she likes to do, where I prefer not to. When my husband is here or my daughter comes out or my son comes out, I I mute and I hide my camera because they don't choose to be on YouTube. And I get that that's what Laura likes to do. And that's fine and well, but you can't expect people to not have opinions for one, and then you can't expect that you're going to have these people that aren't crazy on YouTube to do stuff like they have. So why not just hide that part of your life? Like, you can still have your kids on, you can still talk about your life and stuff, but I'm sorry, when DSS shows up twice, that would be it for me. But then she wants people, and then, she wants people to feel sympathy for her, which, don't get me wrong, I feel horrible that CPS came to her house. I really do. But then you go and do crap like you did to Randy for Randy dragging you for a week. I don't know. It just feels like I'm in high school sometimes. And it's hard to believe that she's almost 50 and she acts like a teenager. Just like somebody, I guess, was tattling on me yet again last night. God, I love that they tattle on me. But I guess I don't even know what this person was talking about. I got the clip and I got the message in the chat. But supposedly Molly Golightly was in my comment section, supposedly. And supposedly Molly Golightly was talking about MM, and I left the comment there. No, I didn't leave the comment there. I actually erased the comment because, for one, I just didn't feel like talking about MM's family was meant to be. And yes, was she on panel at one point and she kind of went off my, about Makeup Mobster? She was. But this person said nobody said anything. Yes, I absolutely did. So you should go back and rewatch it because I said, Makeup Mobster's not here to defend herself. And I said, and all you can do is ignore her, or maybe you guys can talk privately, which I know would never happen, where you guys could come to a common thing. So that's the other thing that I've noticed, that people like to start trouble that isn't there. And with me, people have done it to me too, where they're like, oh, Laura said this or Laura did that or whatever. I go and listen because it's very true that you see people come into a chat and literally say something and it's not true. And then all of a sudden the creator's freaking out. And really, you should go back and listen because this person in the chat either heard it wrong, deceived it wrong, or is just plain out causing trouble. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I know, I'm rambling. I just feel bad. I just think all this hate needs to. Truth! Hello, Truth! Oh, there's a long one. Jenna. I'm such a drama queen. I'm going to say goodbye for the second time. I'm Scarlett O'Hara. Come on. Spaghetti is cooked. Your laughter is the best. Later, babes. Bye-bye. Hey, Truth. I'm painting, inventing, and, well, not even venting. I'm really rambling. I feel like I'm not making any sense, but I know what I mean. I just want to get back to having fun. I do too. That's the thing. Why can't we just get back to having fun? There's going to be people that are just never going to make up. They're never going to see eye to eye. They're never going to be what they were, and that's okay. But why do you have to, this dog is a pain in my butt. Whoa. You're not coming back out if you go in. You're driving me nuts. You're worse than a kid. Go. Jesus. In, out, up, down. Jeez, anybody want a dog? Anybody? Good Lord. What was I doing? Oh, I was painting. I don't know. I just feel like, can we just leave people's family alone, people's tragedies alone, people's ailments alone, people's drugs addictions alone, people's depression alone, people's mental health alone? Why do we have to do it? And I feel bad because people come on here and they feel comfortable wherever they are, whether they're on a panel or in a chat. There's a conversation going on and they feel comfortable enough to bring up something, whether it's mental illness or their drug addiction or their family. And it's like, as soon as somebody gets mad at them, they use it against them. And that's where I feel like, are we really all adults here? Are we? Because I know that majority of the time teenagers act like that, not adults. Like, why do you have to pick apart somebody's struggles or somebody's heartache to get back at them? Just throw tomatoes back without causing hate and hurt. I don't know. Hey, I'm in and out. It's all right, Truth. I'm just sitting here painting. Nobody was live, so I was like, yeah, I'll go live. I'll talk to everybody. I just feel bad because I know that, I know some things don't bother certain people, but they bother them. Like Mandolin, she talked about her kids, felt like she could, and now her kids get used against her. Serendipity talked about her struggles with addiction, and it gets used against her. Randy talked about her mother's suicide. That gets used against her. And I can even say the same for Laura. Laura. I swear, people know when I'm going live. This house can be dead quiet. Dino, come. This house can be dead quiet for hours and hours and hours, not a peep. And as soon as I go live, it's like all hell breaks loose. I'm sure that happens to everybody else, where you go live, you think it's nice and quiet, nobody's around, it's going to be quiet. I've had the kids, the dogs, everybody. What kind of dogs do you have? I have on paper, okay, he was rescued, he was abused. I got him when he was 9 months old. The people that owned him before starved him and beat him. On paper, he's listed as a boxer lab, but I really think he's a pit bull. I think because the state that I got him in, pit bulls were not allowed. So I think they listed him as a boxer lab, but really he's a pit. And then my little dog, Wookie, he's my daughter's dog, and he's border terrier and something else. I don't know, but both of them. But Dino, come here. Let's see. That's Dino. That's my big boy. They have him listed as a lab pit, but I mean a lab boxer, but you definitely don't see lab in him, and you don't see boxer in him. I think he's a pit, but I also think he's mixed with some type of hunting dog, because he is definitely a bird chaser. He chased a 450-pound bear in the woods. He definitely loves to hunt. I have a pit bull. She adopted us. Oh, I lost that. She adopted us. We was scared of her at first. See, when we got this is funny, because when we first got Dino, I brought him home and everybody was like, that is not a puppy, that's a dog. Mind you, he was 9 months old. So it was a puppy, but he definitely looked like a full-grown dog. And it was so funny. We had to retrain him. People couldn't even come in my house. Like, my mom would come and visit, and she would stand outside the door because she couldn't come in. Not because he was going to bite them, because his bark would scare the crap out of them. He looks like a pit bull, so they were scared. And he really had a hard time getting to like people. He loved us. He just didn't like people coming into our house. We would have to put him in a room if somebody came over and everything. And finally, I was like, look, we got to train him, because I'm not doing this for the rest of my life where people can't come over, and if they do, he's shoved in a room. That's not fair. So we worked with him and worked with him and worked with him. And now we can have cookouts and stuff. Kids can be running around. Adults can be running around. And he's out back just laying around, just hanging out with us. But it took a long time. Yeah, last night on Laura's panel, you're right. Karma doesn't F around with stuff like that. I haven't even mentioned her ass in weeks. And you don't have to. That's the other thing. She sits there and says that, Like I said before, does she come up in conversation? Yes, she does. She's part of this community. So when people do lives, just like when she does lives, we get brought up in conversation, just like us. And she runs around and says that all we do is talk about her, how there's 8 lives about her. I would love for her to show where there's 8 lives completely based off of her. Does she get mentioned? She does. But nobody does the lives and talks about her the whole time. But when she does a live, she literally does 8 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours strictly on that one person, which is mostly Diane and Wendy, which I think we all figured out. She won't come for me. She'll mention me. She'll mention Amanda Lynn. She'll mention Serendipity. But we don't bring in the numbers. We don't. We don't have where we have 300-400 people in our life, 600 people in our life. So she doesn't talk about us. She'll bring us up. But the reason why she drags Diane, Wendy, and Randy is because they bring in the numbers. Like I said, it's all a numbers game for Laura. Nobody is listening to Jenna. You are all just gabbing in here, not in my theater. Would you? Oh, Buster Move. I don't care. They can all talk about rainbows and sunshine if they want to. They don't have to listen to me. I don't mind. It's not like I'm an attention seeker person where everybody in my life needs to pay attention to what I'm saying or get out. No, I'm not about that. You guys can talk about anything you want and just listen to me. I was on vacation off the grid and she ripped me a new ass. And I was off the grid, so does it matter? You can be carefree. She will still drag people. I agree, Life Rewinded. And then this is the other thing, like, I know Tracy got her ass dragged all because she wrote comments under somebody else's comment section. Tracy was not even under Laura's comment section. She was under somebody else's. And Laura literally had to look at all the comments and do a live to drag their asses when, you know what? It's not it wasn't even in your comment section. So what the fuck's the big deal, Jenna? Last night she proved she can say it, but God forbid anyone else. Oh, I lost it. Anyone else does, it's wrong. That's how a 7-year-old behaves. Absolutely. Look, that's the thing. She's never going to change. Never. It don't matter if we do panel upon panel, no matter if we call her out on all the shady shit she does. She, in her mind, she feels she is not doing anything wrong in her mind. She thinks we're all dumb and she's right. And she is never going to change. So really, what is the point? Like, she is always going to be nasty. She's always going to be hurtful. She's always going to hit below the belt. She's always going to call people names. So really, what the hell is the point? I just say everybody should really, truly ghost her, because that's where it's going to hurt Laura. You hit Laura in her pocketbook, and that's when she cares. If you're not hitting her in her pocketbook, she doesn't care. So you guys giving her the views, whether you're hate watching or not, you're not hurting her. You're giving her the views. You're hitting her pocketbook. I'm telling you, you guys stop giving her views. Stop, all of that. That's when Laura will change her direction and want to do something different than drama, because right now drama sells. Drama pays her bills. And as long as we're hate watching, we're paying her bills. And no matter, I know it's hard because you want to hear what she has to say about you so you can defend yourself. You hate, nobody likes to be lied on, but she lies on me on a daily. She brings me up on a daily, but I don't watch her. I don't care. She can talk all the crap she wants about me. I know that I'm telling the truth. Like I told her, prove where I'm lying. She can't, just like Sarah has said, prove where we're lying. You do the work. Why the fuck should we? You know? And we're not lying. So I know I'm a nice person. I know I'm a good person. So I don't really care. But everybody really, you want to hurt Laura, that's where you hurt her. You hit her in her pocketbook. And I'm not saying call Patreon. I'm not saying all that. I'm saying just don't watch her. Baby ship mustard yellow pocketbook. What else? Busted moon. I love all you people, but wrong is wrong. Correct. Oh yeah, wrong is wrong. Absolutely wrong is wrong. And everybody Laura is not stupid. She knows no drama, no money. She will literally create that whole shit show last night because Randy and DW were not talking about her. Agreed. Agreed, Tracy. And I get that but right is right, wrong is wrong. And I know you guys want to go in there to say, Laura, you're wrong, you're sick, you don't agree, whatever. But do you honestly think, just like everybody said that I talked to this morning, she avoided every bad comment and only answered the people that agreed with her. That's very telling right there. She does not give a shit. If you are not thinking like her, she does not care what you have to say. So you can go in there and say, Laura, you're wrong. She's never going to have that epiphany of, oh, I should, change. What's going to happen? Sorry, my husband just pulled. So I have to come in here with you guys for right now because my dog freaks every day. It's so funny. My husband gets home and my dog barks and barks and barks and barks all the way into the house, everything. And then my husband gives him a treat. And as soon as he gets the treat, he goes quiet. It's so funny. Let me see. Laura seems to forget she made a bet a while back that she wouldn't talk about Diane and Wendy and ended up losing and having to pay Diane, LOL. This won't last. Laura can't stay true to her word. She never can. But she never can stay true. She always says she's going to ghost people. She's not going to talk about them at all. And it only lasts a week. Can we get Buster Moon? You're really starting to get on my nerves. If you think I'm freaking loud, then exit. Go away. Like, really. I can be as loud as I want. You don't like it? Exit out and move the fuck on. Jesus Christ. Sorry for my language, but good Lord. I'm leaving now. Tell my friend Kiki and Ash I said hello. Please all continue to sing. I forgive you, Galloway girl. Oh, Lord. But, anyone who goes on her panel to challenge her, you need your head examined, that's for sure. Right? Why would you even want to go on her panel? Like, it would be one thing if I could go on her panel and actually have an intelligent conversation with her where she doesn't scream, where she doesn't call you names, where she doesn't, then it would be worth it. It would be worth it. but she can't do that. She can't. Like I told you, she gets triggered so easily, and she does. She tried to say, I guess, last night that um I don't I don't trigger her. I'm nobody. Girl, you had to mention that trigger thing the first 10 seconds of your life. So obviously it worked. And literally, you get triggered so easily. You could be talking normally and somebody say something you don't agree with, and you instantly flip out and you swear and you freak out. And because the dogs were here and barking, and I'm on my live. But anyways, she gets triggered so easily, and I don't care what she tries to say, she don't get triggered by nothing. She gets triggered very easily. Like this. This will trigger her. And she'll have to go on a live and be like, and swear and call me names and all that. That is you being triggered. Jenna Moon, you can't have a battle of wits with an unarmed person. Just saying. Agree. I fell asleep, went into Randy's and got a Remy recap, then went back to bed. I didn't watch anything. I didn't either, truth. I did not watch anything. I got a couple of clips today. I got told about some stuff, but I don't watch her. I refuse to give her the views. I really do. People send me things like she talks about me all the time, and if I was so wanting to be her or so jealous of her, I would go live 5 times a day to clap back at what she says about me. But really, I don't, because I don't care what she says. I don't care. Since I've left, I think every live she's done since I've left, I have been brought up at least once in each live. And I've been gone for 2 months. Now, I started my channel right after, and I think I've only talked about Laura a couple of times in my lives, where I brought it up, where I brought it up, where I wanted to address it. I wanted to talk about it. Other than that, like I've had panels and chit chat and other people have brought it up, but she literally talks about Tracy, Sarah, me, Galloway, Randy, Diane, Wendy, every live. And I thought it was funny because I heard that she said that my true crime was crap, but I was dying laughing because, not that I care. I like my true crime. I like what I'm doing, and I'm going to continue doing it, but I found it really funny because I can be Laura for a minute. I had more people in my true crime lives than you've had in your true crime lives lately. So if you really want to talk true crime against true crime, we can, but I really had more numbers than you did. So what's that tell you? Oh yes, her shirt was ugly. She got triggered. She made a 3 fucking part series about it. Exactly. She gets triggered so easily. I wish she would listen to her lives after she does them sometimes. I really do. I wish she would go back and actually listen to herself, because Laura forgets what she says because of her ADHD or whatever. She forgets. She says stuff and then she don't even remember saying it. She should really listen to her lives, because she really does get triggered at the simplest things. And it's so funny. It's like, why do you got to fly off the handle for a comment? And it's not even a rude comment. It's just a comment you don't agree with. And you literally have to fly off the handle. You have to swear, freak out, throw them out of your chat. And it's just because they said something you don't agree with. Why can't you just say, sorry you don't agree. That's the way I see it. And if you don't like it, go on. No, she's got to literally lose her lid. Smile and wave to her groupers. Cheese, everyone. Yes, cheese. Because I'm telling you, they watch me all the time. They just sit in Discord and watch me. Or they screenshot and send it back to her. Nothing has changed. She's just got new people to do it. Because we used to do that. We would watch lives, and as soon as somebody would go live, we would text in the chat. Blah 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 is live. And then we would screenshot what people said. And if it was against her, we would screenshot it, put it in there. And then Laura would be like, oh, fuck them. They don't know what they're talking about. Who cares? They're bottom feeders, blah, blah. Nothing's changed. Just the people have changed. She could be. But anyways, I'm done my vent. Like I said, it wasn't really a vent. I mean, it really wasn't. I just feel bad. I just feel like people need to stop attacking people's families, low points in their life. I just, yes, when weight, sobrieties, deaths, all of it. And I mean the same for people that do it to Laura and do it to make, I mean all around. I'm not saying that just this side, they need to stop just on this side. I mean everybody. Everybody needs to stop. Just throw tomatoes about tomatoes that are inside you too. Stop using people's weaknesses or anything against them. It's ridiculous. But I am going to go and spend some time with my family now that my husband's home and I can hear the baby down here and I want to see the baby. So I'm going to go. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your Wednesday. I am still working on my crime live, the catfish love triangle. It's really looking like I will be going live Saturday about that. So keep a lookout for that. If you guys have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't hit the likes, please hit the likes. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Please stay healthy, stay happy, and stay you. And I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for coming in. Bye.